Assalamualaikum, my name is Liazafira bint Abdurrahim with metric number C21A1770 and I will be the candidate A.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Khawarizmi Putra bin Nur Mislizan. My metric card number is C21A1759 and I am the second candidate.
My name is Muhammadun Sazwan bin Ruslan. My matric C21A1802.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Azrin binti Samzuddin and metric number C21A1697.
Malaysia is one of the popular holiday destinations for tourists around the globe. So today in discussion, me and my teammates are going to give our opinion and point of factor that make Malaysia a famous tourist attraction. I will start first, which is food are the contributing factor that make Malaysia a famous tourist attraction. The experience begins with the presence of multicultural of Malaysian. Chinese soup, Malay dessert and Indian curries tantalize the taste buds and spark the food fans' imagination. Malaysia has a variety of different foods. It's become a tourist attraction for the change to sample some tasty and delicious food that can only taste in this country. Among the popular food is nasi lemak, nasi kerabu, laksa, roti canai, durian and others. In addition, each state has own food like famous keraput leko in Terengganu, cencaluk in Melaka, lontong in Johor and so on. Malaysian foods which have its origin in Indian are tasty, mi mama and rojak mama. The word mama means uncle in Tamil, so the Indian Muslim community locally are referred to as mama. The curries served in mama restaurant are definitely Indian but yet different than those found in India. All these Malaysian Indian cooking are not found in India itself simply because the original recipe have been Malaysianized, improvised using locally available ingredients, which is much cheaper and tastier. That's all from me. Thank you. How about you, candidate B?
In fact, there are many factors that contribute to Malaysia becoming famous around the world as a holiday destination, as mentioned earlier by the first candidate. She is saying that Malaysia is famous due to the uniqueness and diversity of food available in this country. So from me, I agree with that view. There are also key factors such as the nature and attitude of Malaysians who are friendly or have high decency in speaking to be one the reason Malaysia is famous globally. This practice should be implemented everywhere, especially in Malaysia. Malaysia, which is multiracial, multi-religious and multicultural. Recently, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob, stated that for a country with various races and cultures such as Malaysia, the attitude of tolerance or tasamuh in Arabic is very important as a tool to unite all Malaysians. From this concept, it gives birth to a society that values and respect each other. So this concept of tolerance make Malaysian famous for their politeness and friendliness. In addition, there are also studies that say that Malaysians are among the friendliest in the world when compared to some European countries. The study was conducted by the world leading social media company which is Snapchat based in the United States. The study has collected more than 10,000 respondents from various countries such as Germany, Australia, Saudi Arabia, and France. The result of the study stated that Malaysians, on average, have 5.8 good friends compared the global average of 4.3 good friends. Furthermore, Malaysians also have an average of 8.4 close friends compared to the global average of 7.2. So I think only from me about the discussion of factors that contribute to Malaysia to become a famous holiday destination around the world.
I agree with you, candidate B, because Malaysia is also known for its very kind and prudent people. But I had to go with my point that culture is the factor that make Malaysia a famous tourist attraction. Furthermore, the contributing factor that make the attraction of famous Malaysia tourists is due to cultural factor in Malaysia. Malaysia's rich cultural diversity can be seen in the country dancer calendar of event and celebration. In my opinion, the cultural factor is also one of the contributors to tourists who want to travel to Malaysia because Malaysia has a variety of cultures. Among them are the culture of dress, festival culture, and so on. The culture of dress also tourists prefer the way the Malay dress during the holidays. In fact, it is said that the use of the Malays is very polite. In this aspect, it can be that various factors that drive Malaysia at the global level to become a famous country due to the culture has a variety of culture that that's all for me. Thank you.
I agree with you. Then it is because that Malaysia is also famous for its culture, but I more agree with my opinion because that's the factor driver x2 tourism contributor in Malaysia is because Malaysia has many interesting place and Iceland. And for the lastly, the contributing factor that caused Malaysia has become a famous tourist and attraction due to tourist factors such as the Iceland in Malaysia. And most tourists in Malaysia are very fond of traveling, and in Malaysia because Malaysia is very beautiful Iceland and beautiful place um and so interesting Iceland. Furthermore, pulau perhentian in located in Terengganu and Pulau Bohe Dulang located in Semporna Sabah is so many place interested and so beautiful Iceland. And causing tourists in Malaysia to be more famous, and we decide that and that's placed that factor in Malaysia, and in Malaysia the famous globalist due to factor of Malaysia of factor Iceland and beach in tourist and smart in Malaysia. Thank you. And lastly, in conclusion, we decide to choose the factor that's driving Malaysia to be often popular holiday destination for tourists around the globe, because the attractive tourism factors such as the Iceland farm in Malaysia have become the main focus of global tourism. That's all for me. Thank you.